Where I am now, better than before. Through those open doors, where I am now, where I am now, I'm in a special place. I'll tell you what embrace, where I am now.
It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host.
I heard this love is there for me.
The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, Where I Am Now. And if you'd like to see us live at WGPL 1350 Studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page or Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton's Facebook page, and guess what? You can see us live right here in the studio. And if you want to hear us all over the globe, all you have to do is go to 1400 AM or 1350 AM, and guess what? You can hear us all over the world. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors, our WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace, 95.3 FM and WPCE 1400 AM and WMVA 88.9 FM.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll shout you out later on in the show.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Get yourself over there to Crystal Records 1 on YouTube. Follow us on social media. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we promise we'll shout you out.
Shout out.
Mr. E.
Yes.
What day, besides Valentine's Day, is it today?
Today is Hump Day.
That's a very, very good Valentine's Hump Day, Mr. E.
To wake everybody up.
To wake everybody up. I hope you all are doing well. Happy Valentine's Day. I love this time of the year. We have a wonderful show. As a matter of fact, Mr. E, we have a great show. We have our love doctors in the house. But before then, we're going to do our current job list.
That's right. If you need a job on Valentine's Day, here are some of the places that you can go and some of the things that you can do, or some of the jobs that's listening for you. A property site coordinator in Williamsburg at Bay Aging, a VDC FICO assistant enrollment at Bay Aging, FICO assistant to housing at Bay Aging.
All right, a finance director at Soundscapes, a mentor program coordinator for kids is the organization, remediation assistant for kids as well, and the animal care, they need a tech at Virginia Beach SPCA.
They also need a director of shelter operation in Virginia Beach SPCA, executive director coaster at the Virginia Controversy Close. Oh, that's closed, okay. That closes February the 23rd.
Yes, that job, yes.
After school assistant at 4Kids.
All right, we need a grant writer at Marina's Museum, graphic design assistant at Norfolk Public Library. We need a community outreach ambassador at Norfolk Public Library. And look, substitute program provider youth services at the Norfolk Public Library as well.
Here's another job. Here's another job. Here's another job. A housing stabilization specialist, LGBT Life Center, a grant billing coordinator, a medical case manager, transportation specialist, all that at the Life Center at the LGBT Life Center.
Absolutely. And that's not all. We have some more, don't we, Mr. E?
Is
that going to be it for right now?
That'd be
Well,
it.
on our page, there's more. We have a lot more job listing. Go to Yolanda Hinton's personal page, Edward Everett's personal page, FYI Radio Show's page, LinkedIn. We have a whole new list. There's 2 lists, as a matter of fact. Go there, get the listing, share it with friends, email it. A lot more people, even though, look, they really had some good numbers added on last month. We still have some folk that need work.
And don't forget the Harry Teeter's, Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart. Walmart is doing a wonderful job of hiring now. Also, the buses need some bus drivers, and Federal Express is hiring, and also the airlines are hiring down at the Norfolk International Airport.
Well, here's our second list right here, Mr. E, new jobs. We have Chief Development Officer at Goochland, applied the Director of Human Resources. The United Jewish Federation Development Director, they need a community camp. They're doing a community campaign. You can go there as well. They need instructors. The Planning Council, you can go to the Planning Council. Their jobs close at 2/27, and on and on and on and on. But we have plenty of jobs you all go and get.
That's right. If you need a job, the Life Center Crew Chief, the Tidewater Winds Recreation Specialist, Y&T City of Suffolk, apply by the 27th.
Absolutely. And plenty of jobs. Good morning, Linda Griffin. Thank you so much for joining us on this morning. We have Mr. Pastor Ed is on Instagram right there. So look, you all make sure you say something in the chat so we can shout you out. So Mr. E, it is Valentine's Day, the day of love. But you know what? As I look at some of the history behind Valentine's Day, it seemed a little gruesome. It didn't seem like it was a day of love and celebration. It started off kind of a little dark.
That's right. When we started looking at the legend of Saint Valentine, we'll find out it was in the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church recognized at least 3 different saints named Valentine or Valentinus, all whom were martyred. One legend contained that the Valentine was a priest who served during the 3rd century in Rome, when Emperor Claudius II decided that single men make better soldiers than those with wives and family. He outlawed marriages for young men. Valentine recognized the injustice of the decree and defied Claudius and continued to perform marriages for young lovers in secret. When Valentine's action was discovered, Claudius ordered that he be put to death. Still, others insist that it was Saint Valentine of Tenero, a bishop, who was the true namesake of the holiday. He too was beheaded by Claudius outside of
and that's
Rome.
supposed to be a day of love. But he was saying that single men were better off as soldiers.
That's right.
And so he wouldn't allow them to marry. And so they secretly, had booze and lovers or significant others. And it was like just
go behind closed
doors and stuff because of the laws and
That's
stuff
right.
like that.
That's right.
Anyway,
That's right.
we celebrate Valentine's, whether you all know it or not. That's the history behind it. But we celebrate it. It's supposed to be a day of love and giving and things like that. Mr. You have a little bit more.
Valentine's Day means a day of romance and love.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. Okay, go ahead.
Surviving the initial rise of Christianity, but was outlawed. It as it deems unchristian. At the end of the 5th century, where Pope Clement declared February 14th St. Valentine's Day, it was not until much later, however, that day became definitely associated with love.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what Valentine's Day is all about. It's coming from behind closed doors.
to make everything.
Make everything. But Miss Hinton,
All right.
When we look at Valentine's Day and and we find that Cupid plays a big important role, and typical Valentine's greetings and gifts.
Oh, yes, and yes.
Yeah. Cupid is often portrayed on Valentine's Day cards as a naked cherub launching an arrow of love at an unsuspected lover. But the Roman god Cupid has his roots in Greek mythologies as the Greek god of love. Accounted of his birth varies. Some say he is the son of Net, others Aphrodite. Still others suggest he is the son of Zebeus. And that's the Greek word. That's Greek mythology.
Well, look, leave it to people to make it something different, to make something better, to put a better spin on it. It was done a lot of secretive things at the history of Valentine's Day, but now we celebrate it. It is a beautiful, beautiful little holiday. One day holiday, and I know one thing: the ladies love it. We're gonna find out about the men. Since this is our "What's Under the Hat" issues concerning men segment. Mr. E, how do you all feel about Valentine's Day?
Well, we feel Valentine's is right around the corner. It can be. It's a good thing.
What you mean, right around the corner?
Valentine's Day is supposed to be every day.
Well, I like that. That's cool.
Gifts, men and women should give gifts every day, not just on a special day of February the 14th.
Leave it up to the merchants. They're going to make sure you come in there and buy all the candy and the flowers and anything, the jewelry. They're going to make it so, hey, they can profit you can feel good.
That's right. And go home and take the gifts. It should be every day taking gifts home.
All right. Sheila Robbins, happy Valentine's Day to you. Again, Linda Griffin. Over here, we have Tiffany Parks. Good morning to you all. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Talking about love, even though it's one day, Mr. E, it feels good to have love in the atmosphere. When people, I love seeing women and men go and get gifts, and the men with the flowers, and you got balloons and dinner. I think it's really special. I love it.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. A lot of folks around the world, they're in love. That's when Cupid is in the ad. That's when Cupid started shooting his arrow. I don't know why.
But I tell you what, Mr. E, we got 10 tips for a better relationship. If you all are interested, today we're putting on our Love Doctor hat. We love gurus. We're going to open the phone lines. If you have any questions for Mr. E about men, this is what's under the hat. Ladies, if you want to know more about men, how they think about Valentine's Day and what they can do special to make you feel good, you can call in. But we have some tips, Mr. E, and questions for the love doctors to answer on this Valentine's Day.
Here are my 10 tips. Withhold criticism. Number one.
Wait a minute. Number one, let me see. Hold on.
Withhold criticism.
10 ways to improve any relationship.
Right.
Is to withhold criticism.
Withhold criticism.
Oh. All right, let's hear what that means.
So much communications involve putting down and highlighting what somebody is not doing right.
Oh.
The end result, such as our aerial attack, the defensive partner, and eventually the diminish the relationship. Instead of being critical, focus on the positive, reinforcing what your partner is doing right, and often constructive criticism when it comes to things that could be improved.
Okay.
Withhold all your negative criticism.
Okay. Well. Okay. So
Really
go ahead,
appreciate
Miss E.
the person in one's life.
Okay. So it says withhold criticism.
Right.
Can you have constructive criticism?
They said if the construction criticism is going to put somebody down, hold on to it.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Don't spoil the moment on February the 14th. It's love.
It's all about love. Okay,
Yeah.
give us another one.
Well, another one that they say could be for tips to improve, own your statement. What you say, what you have to say will be more powerful and hopeful, better heard if you own it with an I statement. I feel sad when you. That's taking responsibility for your feelings and perspective, empower you to create better solutions in that you be better heard. Even if your partner doesn't agree with you or understand your perspective, he or she can't fault you for how you feel.
Okay.
Own your statement. Number 3, be willing to receive feedback.
Okay.
Communications need to be a two-way street. If you expect your partner to hear you out, then you need to make yourself vulnerable to a reaction, especially the need of reflecting back on what you just said. Remember, there are three sides to an issue in the relationship: your perspective, your partner perspective, and the truth.
Okay, that's great, Mr. E. I'm gonna give a few tips. It says talk, talk, talk. Communications is key in any relationship. Make sure you kind of iron out some of the things that have been said. You know, most people, Mr. E, when they're disagreeing or fighting or stuff like that, you know, they're gonna throw mud, they're gonna throw stones. It may not be big stones, but people usually, when they are having, you know, a lovers quarrel and something like that, they are going to put out what they feel they are unhappy about. You know, well, you didn't take the trash out, and then now my this and that, or you didn't speak to me when you saw me, you know, in the office, and we go together. You know, any little, you know, you is a you. And
That's
since you know, we do have a habit of criticism, you know, criticizing one another at times. Talk is key, very key. And also, usually with scheduling, people schedule how busy we are and things like that. It is key that we communicate.
That's right. That's right.
Also, let me see, what is another one that we can do? Oh, take time for one another. Now, Mr. E, I know you mentioned about this is only one day, but this could be a really good day to date. You know, even if you're married, call it a date night. You know, make it a habit of getting together and taking your significant other out, show your appreciation. You know, take him or her to their favorite restaurant, and just you know, just show that you care. Just go the extra mile and do something different and show that you really care about that person.
Here's another one for you, Miss Hinton. Don't forget, I love you.
Oh, you
lovers
say that.
are all too reluctant on young lovers. Valentine's Day, anniversaries, and other notable dates are time periods in the romantic for exercising and expressing your feelings.
Absolutely. Now, this one is a little different. It's a 10 habits of, this is part of the 10 habits of a happy couple. It says spend time apart, meaning you have interests that other one have interests. Have you ever seen people that are so codependent? You know, they don't want that person out of their sight. They think that person is going to be there everything. You know, one person can't meet all your needs.
That's
Meaning,
right.
you know, you can't depend on one person to just, you know, emotionally, you know, make you feel good. You got to feel good about yourself. You know, so you have to go and you have to, you know, take time to, you know, just be who you are, and then come back and, you know, be the best in that relationship as well.
The telephone lines are available. You can give us a call at 757-624-9475. If you want to put your 2 cents in it, give us a call at 757-624-9475. It's the Valentine's week. It's the Valentine's Day. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cupid is flying around. Give us some of your, if you got any questions that you want to ask Ms. Hinton, so what the men need to do, give us a call, 757-624-9475.
Well, Mr. E, here's a question right here. Why do we make a big deal on Valentine's Day than any other day? Somebody wants to know why? Well, why not?
Well, you know, see,
or just like your answer, you said, make it all year round.
That's
do
right.
you have, if you can't do it on this one day, do you have the energy to keep it moving all throughout 365 days a year?
You know, they got an old saying is, you know, once you started, what's that old saying? They said, you know, if you did it the first time, you can do it the second time. Let's go to the phone line. Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Valentine's Day.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day to you all, to all the listeners. And I just want to say that most men are not sentimental, but I thank God for the ones who are.
Yes.
And if you feel that no one loves you, remember that God loves you, and just love on yourself.
Oh,
That's
I like
wonderful.
that.
Thank you so much.
Mr. E, are you sentimental?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Do you
yeah.
celebrate all these days? They got all these different days, but
Now,
Valentine's Day, is that a special day for you?
It's every day is a special day for me. Every day
you
above
show that
dirt.
love every day.
Every day above dirt is a special day for me. You
now,
know,
what kind of gifts do you give your wife?
TMI.
TMI. What's that?
Too much information.
Oh, we can't. Okay, I'm sorry. It's too personal. But anyway, I think it is beautiful time. But what she said was so key. You know, some people don't have a significant other.
That's
some people are not celebrating it because they, you know, they don't have that love interest and things like that. But she said you can love on yourself.
That's right.
You can love God. I think that is a wonderful and perfect answer.
The telephone number to dial is 757-624-9475. You know, and in that question that you asked me, Hinton, why do we make a big deal about this day and then go back tomorrow back to your own self?
Why do you think so?
I think that if you practice making this a big deal, if they practice making this a big deal today, then every day you should make it a big deal.
Well, I like that. I do like that. But I do understand, too, that some people want to go a little, you know, further, and they want to, you know, really, really go all out and say, look, I really love you. I love it. I mean, take the time to show me on this special day. Yeah, give me my flowers, give me my balloons, my chocolate candy. Look, that I'm going to get a massage, all that. Give me all that. I love it.
That's right.
But I also am a giver too. So, you know, it's not that I'm not going to, you know, go out and get some things. But I really believe that, you know, a woman, especially a woman, loves that. Now, men, she says some men don't kind of follow those traditions, but I don't know.
You know, but here's a question that our listening audience, Love Doctor sent. I want to get married. My boyfriend does not. How can I convince him to? How long is too long to wait for him to change his mind.
I just saw this on a show, Mr. E, and the young lady had waited for 8 years. I think that's too long, unless you just, you kind of lay if both of you all are laid back about marriage and stuff, okay. But if you got a woman sitting up there begging for 8 years to get married, I just don't like that. I think that is just too much.
After 2 years, after a year, he ain't gonna marry you.
Oh, why you say that?
I want to tell you, if you at practice and playing house, and y'all living in the same dwellings, and y'all practicing playing house, and he ain't put a ring on like Beyonce said, he ain't gonna never put a ring on it because he done got used to you. And and some people like to go back to that common law marriage because we are married because we're living together. The telephone line is 624-9475. That's the telephone number to dial. The lines are available. Give us a call and let us know.
Well, I like I said, Mr. E, if two people are laid back, don't necessarily want to get married, live together, that's fine. But if you got somebody begging and begging,
he ain't gonna marry you, girl.
And begging, girl, after 8 years,
he ain't gonna marry.
I say that look,
after 8 years,
it's time to rethink this situation.
After 4 years.
But here's another question. It says, I need advice on how to let my girlfriend know I have 4 kids. I'm in love with her, but she does not know. I've never been married. Brother, it's time for you to start talking.
Now, how long? This is a question that I would ask. How long have him and his girlfriend been dating?
I'm not sure.
So here's the question that has to happen. When y'all start dating and really got serious about your relationship, then you should have started from the beginning and started telling her what's going on in your closet.
Absolutely.
Don't wait until, you got her head over heels.
But why are you hiding it? I mean, what is it about children that you hiding? Why would you hide your 4 children? You may not be married, but what is that all about? Why do you hide them like it's some shameful thing?
Because it might take away from the house. It might he might have some child support.
Or she may lose. Look, because
right.
some people, I mean, now in this day and time, people are used to, they're single, but they have children. But there was a time when most people wanted to not have children and be married. Not get into relationships where their boyfriend or girlfriend had had children and stuff. But it's in this day and time, it's not odd for someone to have children. So
let's go with this one right here, Miss Hinton. You got to handle this one.
Okay.
It says, I've been married for 25 years, and the fire seemed to be going out in the relationship. How do I get it? How do I get it back?
How do I get it? How do I get out? It says, how do I get out?
Yeah, how do I get out?
Just walk out the door. It's not that simple, though, is it?
You can say just walk out the door.
But you know what? Our tips, I think it's key. Of course, talk. Find out what the problem is. Some things can be remedied. Sometimes you can go to counselors, you can go to God in prayer, you can talk to your parents or someone that can tell you more about how to stick and stay. Or you may, come to the conclusion that this is my out, this is my exit. But, at least try to see, what is it that causes you to say, look, I'm just going to throw up my hands.
One other question just before we leave. Can a man or woman go home without stopping and getting a teddy bear, box of candy, or flowers?
Not at my house. You better have Not at my house. You better come home with something. I look forward to Valentine's Day. I can't lie. But anyway, I hope you all are, really, really showing each other love. I love what the caller said. She said, love on yourself, love God, love your family. You may not be in a relationship now, but hey, just do something for yourself, or just do something for someone. It doesn't even have to be just a husband or a wife or boyfriend and girlfriend.
And if you want them last minute shoppers, go ahead and get it. Be the last minute shopper, but make sure you take, even if a box of candy or go down to Food Line and pick up some of them roses, them tulips that's leaning over. Go and get them. So at least
my
it's
God.
the thought behind it that counts.
Absolutely. But I tell you what, come over here for a minute or two. We're going to give you some upcoming shows. Be blessed and have a wonderful, wonderful Valentine's Day.
And Cupid may be stupid. For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9:30 to 10 right here on WGPL 1350, WMVA 88.9, Peace 95.3, and WPCE 1400, and on all social media platforms. Don't forget to join us. And for more information, give us a call. Inboxes at FYI Radio Show live at gmail.com. That's where you can email us at our inboxes on Facebook at Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, our FYI Facebook page. And don't forget to have a wonderful, wonderful Valentine. Men, do not go home without some box of candy, flowers,
money or
something red saying you love them. Bye now.
All right. Good morning, Bryce _Henderson 90. Thank you for joining us on Instagram. Oh, wow. So Valentine's Day is special. I love Valentine's Day. But like Mr. E said, it is just one day. And, you know, some people can take it or leave it, but you can't help but going in the store and seeing the big boxes, the big teddy bears, folks in the line, you know, going out to dinner or lunch or something. It's just so much fun. I love holidays, but you know, I think that people should show that they care all year.
That's right. It should be an all year thing. It shouldn't be just be one year. It should be all year long.
All right. Let me see. Any more questions? Let me see. Let's see. After Valentine's Day is over, you go back to your old ways. What's your old ways, Mr. E? The old ways of what? Like doing what?
Go back what?
It's right here. It says, we have one comment. It says, after Valentine's Day is over, I guess people go back to their old ways. What's the old ways?
You know, here's, I think, what Lila's saying. To Monday or Tuesday, you've been a hellion. Then on Valentine's Day, you the nicest person in the whole wide world.
What do you say? Why? But what's the motivation behind it? You looking for something, or you just
the next day after Valentine's Day, you back to your old ways. Don't touch me. Don't put your hands on me. Leave me alone. But when Valentine's Day come around and you walk across the door, they got the biggest cheeseburger smile on their face, eating up the candy and enjoying the flowers, you know, and you know. But here's another question: Do men like Valentine's just as well?
I now, Mr. E, what about gifts? Let's talk about gifts for men.
Right?
What do men want on Valentine's Day? Since we know it's a time of giving, what do you guys want?
You know, just like men, some men like jewelry. Some men like it, candy bars. Some men like, finer things just as well as, good dinner. Good evening out.
Do you think women make it more like it's a women's thing instead of, giving to their man or, what do you think?
For years, according to the law, it's all been a one-sided thing.
I think so.
Oh, yeah. It could all been a one-sided. Men has been running in and out of the store. When you started looking at the legend, and when you started looking at the tradition of what it means, what they did in the days of old, how they had to sneak around and do what they had to do in order to make this Valentine's Day one of the greatest days in the world.
Well, let me ask you about that. Okay, so maybe women do get more material things, but yet, most men and women want that love thing. They want to be, they want to feel that love.
Cuddle.
They want to and I'm talking. You could be physical, but I'm saying men fall in love just like women
That's
fall
right.
in love.
That's
So I'm
right.
saying, you know, I think to put the materialistic side of it aside, I think men get caught up in the emotions just like a woman.
That's right. And so if a man get caught up in the emotions, just like a woman, and I think the emotions should be really dealt with. It shouldn't be just uh, a man. Here's the thing. If y'all fell in love going, let's say going to Burger King, and you remember, say, this is where we fell in love at. So you go to Burger King and you sit down and you dine again at Burger King just to rehash that moment. That's all good. That's all fine and dandy. But during the course of the week or during the year, you ought to make that a rendezvous, a day of so y'all can remember this is where it all took place at. But when it comes down to men, I truly believe that men appreciate being, good final things of life too. Just not, for one day, just like Father's Day, but 2 days and Christmas that, you celebrate a man. On Father's Day, you go down and give him some golf socks and you name it on Father's Day. He don't get the best gifts in the world. On Valentine's Day, he better not knock that door without a flower, a card, or something showing you his appreciation, or money showing you his appreciation. During the course of the week, on his birthday, it's another day. Mother's Day come around the corner, it all stored flooding, running over. But you let Daddy Day come around, and guess what?
What?
The store, you can get in any store you want to get into, because it's a man thing.
Well, men are givers, and so sometimes men have the attitude of I want to give, I want to give. I know you all want to receive too.
Yeah.
But you all receive in so many ways too. Most men want to be, they want to be affectionate. They want that love thing. They want to, the woman to adore them. They probably want gifts, but they probably want more than that. They want love and respect. They want the physical. They want, that's what they look for more. Men look more for those things out of a woman. I'm not saying that they don't request certain things, but I think that they really want the intimacy, the love. I think that's great.
Is that right or wrong for men to want that?
No, it's not wrong.
Is that wrong for them to come to the conclusion? Say, hey, look, it might be once a year. Put on your red dress, baby.
If you look, if you doing it once a year, you may have.
No.
I'm talking about if you just getting a hug and kiss once a year. But I get what you're saying. You're saying that I don't think it's wrong at all. I don't think it's wrong for a man to want that, the tenderness and love and care and all that stuff, and more than one day.
That's right. And that's why I say the Valentine's Day should be every day.
Mm-hmm.
It should be a day. If we go back to what they did in the days of old, it was banded. It was not supposed to happen for men and women to marry or to have that love thing going on, because they was killing you. They was beating you up. They didn't want it to go along. They didn't want to go with it, because they found out it was better for a young man not to have a relationship because he can fight better.
Well, maybe that may be true, but my goodness, I think that's also a thing of you got to kind of like, why do you feel like that? I guess they feel like that a single man didn't have no cares, no responsibilities, and things like that. Their mind was more geared toward, the job.
That's right.
Okay, it's the job and the family. I get it.
Just like football players.
But to ban, but to go the next mile and ban somebody from marrying somebody, I think that's crap.
Just like football players and people that's in the military. They prefer to have football players not having a relationship because they can keep their mind focused on the game.
They do that in the music business too. They don't want people, to have significant others. They kind of want to hide that. So, they feel like the image, put out an image of, oh, I'm just carefree and happy. I don't have no responsibilities or whatever. But anyway, look, you all celebrate it however you want. Some people are into it, some people are not. The merchants got their stuff out there for you
Yeah,
to
the
buy.
merchants got you.
And it's a way of an expression, but it's up to you all to celebrate it any way you want. But don't leave the love part out of it. Even if you don't do the material things, don't leave the love part out.
And make it an everyday thing. Don't make it just a today. Well, I'm gonna pull all the stops on today and put the candles up and things of that nature. Make it an everyday thing. Make it happen so that you can make your heart go fonder for each other. That you can know what you can expect. Yes. When you get home, I got a boo thing at home, and when I get home, she just waiting on me, and the same with vice versa. Mm-hmm. Stop at the mall or stop at the store and say every day when you receive that, say, let me take us something of value to show you how much I appreciate
yes.
you.
Well, I tell you what, again, enjoy your Valentine's Day. We have some upcoming shows for you all. We're gonna do our sports talk. We're going to the NBA, y'all.
That's right.
So join us for our sports talk. Join us for our After Dark. We're going to be talking about relationships in our After Dark shows and how men and women are different, how men and women get along, all kind of relationships, what a family looks like in this day and time. We're going to be discussing some of that. We're going to talk to Mr. Ricky Hobbs. He has some things that he wants to share with us in developing 2 new businesses. He's going to be what's under the hat, issues concerning men. And we still want to visit Mr. E, women and homelessness. We're going to try to pull together a young lady over here to talk to us about women and homelessness. Don't forget Fun Friday.
That's right.
Serving that tea. We got a lot of tea to serve. Lord have mercy. Have y'all been this ain't the tea time, but Mr. E, have you been checking out what's going on in the social media street in Hollywood? Monique and all the comedians have gone stone wild. We're going to be talking about that on Friday, on Fun Friday. Don't forget to join us. Also, what's in your closet, what's under the hat again, and so on and so on and so on. But anyway, don't forget the Royal Ladies Pie. You can get that pie for your organization, special occasions, special events. Call 757-470-0224. And don't forget BulvicAcademy.com. That's my new business, BULVIC, BulvicAcademy.com. You'll find my books there. You'll find my new game app. You can also go to Google Play Store for Bulvic, BULVIC for the game. You can go to your Apple Store and just type in Bulvic, BULVIC, get that game for your kids, for your family, for yourself. And don't forget, there is new music coming from Yolanda, Hinton. We'll be showcasing it real soon.
That's
right.
But
Mr. E's going to tell you how you can be a special guest sponsor, intern with FYI Radio Morning Show and FYI After Dark.
If you'd like to be a special guest or sponsor or intern of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, all you have to do is inbox us at FYI Radio Show and inbox us on Facebook at Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda Lady Hinton's Facebook page, FYI Facebook page, or you can email us or call us at 757-714-7861 or email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. If you'd like to be in our audience on our After Dark show or any of our shows, all you have to do is sit there and be our audience, clap your hand every now and then, and give us your email. That's FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com, and we'll pull you in as to be one of our audience of one of our great shows.
All right. You all have a wonderful, wonderful Valentine's Day. Everybody that has joined us from all our platforms, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook Live, Instagram, you all are a blessing. Thank you so much for your support. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
I want to say, Treasure, I'm glad you stayed in school. Treasure was so pretty today. I just want to make that out there. She had on her red on today. All right, good girl.
All right. See you all. Have a wonderful day.
2 up, 2 down. Monique, leave them folk alone.